Hello Internet, I'm Second Digit of Pi playing Democracy 3 and I've just introduced organic farming subsidies. Let's see if it helps anything. Global forecast, the economy is in recession, having a negative effect on GDP. Yep, people are indifferent, but I think it was 67% of the vote predicted last turn, so they're warming to me. Oh, I need to keep an eye on these Crusaders of the Lord, guys. We've got a budget surplus. Yes, good. And euthanasia. Oh, this is a difficult one. A once famous citizen aged 66 is suffering from a terminal disease and living in constant severe pain. Although modern medical techniques can keep him alive for many years, he expressed a desire to be allowed to take his own life. Well, you can take your own life already. Yeah, it's illegal, but what are you going to do after you're dead? I mean, obviously this is trying to talk about assisted suicide and the idea that somebody who kills you at your own request can't be prosecuted for murder. But they've managed to not say anything about that. So, you know, you want to chuck yourself off a bridge or overdose on sleeping pills. What's going to stop you? You know, there's nothing the state can do to you after you're dead. Right, anyway, where are we? Do I actually want to allow people to kill themselves? I think it's a dangerous road to go down. But it is a difficult question. Politics is war without bloodshed. Well, war is politics with bloodshed. Very true. Okay, so what can we do with this budget surplus? I want to pay down the debt a bit, but I think we also need to do things. I think we also need to do things to boost. Oh, can we? If we boosted a hybrid car initiative, would that affect? No, that's a tax break for people buying new cars. So that's not exactly going to help the. That's not about developing new cars. That's just a tax break for people buying them. So, organic farming subsidies boosting health. Interestingly, I guess it would, because I guess there's more organic stuff being made and it's slightly cheaper, so people are buying more of it and it's better for them. Buy organic, people. Don't buy crap. I eat nothing but rubbish, but you know, don't do what I do. Do what I say. It's my family motto. Okay, so I don't fully understand what the black triangles mean, arrows mean. I think it just means it's having an effect, maybe not a good effect or a bad effect, just an effect. Not sure. Neutral effect maybe. So there's a connection there, but it's not a meaningful one. Whatever. I'd like to do something to reduce the working week, because I think workplace stress is a big problem, but I don't think there's anything we can do about that now. And of course, reducing the working week should reduce unemployment, because employers will have to hire more people to do the same work. But anyway, I need to do stuff to increase technology, so we're going to boost science investment, I think. When I see once I remember where that button is, that a bubble is. Private schools, no. Science, where's science in this thing? How's that one? Science funding. Okay, we're going to boost science funding a bit. We're going to push this up to 10 billion a quarter. Because that should help with this crisis. I mean, we're making progress. It's just slow going. I'm also going to boost this. Do I want to boost the space program, or do I want to boost just technology in general? I think I'm going to boost technology in general. We're already giving quite a high level of help to these businesses, but I'm going to boost this a bit higher, up to 10 billion. Just because I really want to I really want us to become a high-tech economy. What are our levels of border controls? We're doing biometric checks. Seems a little bit excessive, doesn't it? Biometric checks. Or does that just mean fingerprinting, I wonder? Okay, so let's have a look at the which is it? Okay, the Crusaders of the Lord now have 94 members. It's kind of worrying. I don't know what I can actually do about it though. I've got a decent intelligence service already. Got CCTV cameras. Interestingly, prisons having a negative effect on unemployment. Oh, because we're hiring prison guards. Yeah, of course. For a minute I was thinking, what? How does that make sense? That's not what I wanted. What I wanted was this. So is there anything we can do in terms of law and order? Wiretapping. Ooh, it might be necessary to keep a track on these Crusaders of the Lord guys. Yeah, I mean the thing with wiretapping is right now I don't believe it's really a huge privacy risk, because you've still got to have somebody, even if you tap the phone of everyone in the country, you've still got to have someone listen to those calls, right? But as technology increases, the level of technology increases, it seems like eventually you get a point where these can be filtered by electronics, by computers. They'll have algorithms to detect suspicious behaviour, and it does flag up all kinds of civil liberty issues. But having said this, it's already happening in things like credit card. With like algorithms for detecting credit card fraud, and these things are incredibly inaccurate, yet they still have big effects on our lives. That's why my credit card is frequently blocked if I purchase milk from the shop up the road, because for some reason that flags me as flags up as a fraud risk, and I have to come home and phone the credit card company and say no, it was, and confirm that yeah, it was actually me buying milk from the shop up the road. It wasn't someone who's stolen my car buying milk from the shop up the road. So yeah, we're implementing wiretapping. On police request, so what are the options here? With government decree, with judicial order, with police chief consent, with police request, widespread or universal monitoring. We're going to do it on judicial order, so a judge has to has to approve the wiretapping. I could do it with government decree. Now on judicial order, so it's not, so there is some protection. So the police still have to go to a judge and say, look, we want to tap this dude's phone. I think that's the right thing to do. I can't remember why I decided to do that. Either the Crusaders, I was worried about the Crusaders of the Lord, and I wanted to give the security services more tools to use. We need to do things to boost the economy though. What can we do for small businesses? I keep clicking on the wrong. No, I keep clicking on all the wrong things up there. Yep. Economy. There's not much. Foreign investor tax breaks, work safety laws. I don't really want to do that. These things in red, I guess I don't have the political capital to introduce right now, or I might be already doing some of them. Interesting. Anything we could do on tax? Microgeneration tax. Right. That would be good even for the environment. I'm not sure it's good in a short term. Decisions. Plastic bag junk food tax. You know what we're doing, a junk food tax? I was saying I wish they'd ban energy drinks. We're doing it. 46%. No, that's way too high. 30% junk food tax. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing the junk food tax. We don't have an obesity problem. This isn't the crisis, but I just feel like junk food tax. It's the thing to do, man. Oh, our credit rating has been upgraded. Hurrah. Pension fund scandal. One of our largest manufacturing companies has been investigated by the fraud department. Oh dear. And a major pension fraud was discovered, as well as putting the company out of business. The scandal renders the pensions of thousands of people worthless. So there's loads of people now unemployed, and there's loads more pensioners who are in poverty. That's not good. This is going to really upset our citizens. Yup. Okay, we're still in a recession. We've got a nice budget surplus now. That's good. Crusaders of the Lord guys are really worrying us. Okay. Okay, so what do we do? Ooh, what's that? That's uncompetitive economy. It just moved up there for some reason. It's usually down here. I don't know if the game just places these bubbles randomly, or actually I assume there's some kind of algorithm that arranges them relative to things that are affecting them, but I don't really understand what it is, and it's probably not very important. Yeah, the economy is actually getting less competitive, which is bad. Right, so middle income people really hate my guts. We've got a budget surplus. Is it time to maybe reduce income tax? You know, I think it'd be better to reduce capital gains tax. I don't like doing it because it's something that benefits the rich disproportionately. Ooh, we could reduce corporation tax. Yeah, no, I think 12%'s decent. I mean, I want to encourage small businesses because I think that's how we'll dig ourselves out of recession. I'm just not sure how to do it. Increase the small business grants, I think. Yeah, I'm going to do it. We're going to increase small business grants. We're going up to 7 billion a quarter. No, we're not. We're going up to 8 billion a quarter. Okay. Junk food tax is encouraging poverty, of course it would, but it's boosting health as well. And it's contributing to and it's reducing poor earnings. Well, that works. Junk food tax having a negative effect on poor earnings. Okay, all kinds of taxes have a negative effect on poor earnings. I don't have a clue how this works. So a negative effect on poor earnings means it's good for high earnings, right? What? Oh, poor earnings is the income of people. Okay, so it's a negative effect on... I still don't get it. I still don't get what this is telling me. Unemployment effect is increasing the earnings of the poor. Junk food tax is decreasing the earnings of the poor. How does that work? Oh wait, it's not saying income, it's saying earnings. So is that... I don't know. I don't know what that means. Never mind. Right, what do we still got these same 5 crises that we've had all along. I'd be tempted to invest in community policing actually. I think there'll be no political capital at all to raise this. That's cool. So I'm gonna really, you know what, we're maxing out community policing. I think it's a great idea. We should definitely do it. We should be, you know, you've got to be subtle. You cannot be like a hammer on a nail all the time. Sometimes you just gotta sing the nail a song. I need to think of a better metaphor, don't I, for this, but yeah. Organised crime. Yeah, I think we just... Yeah, violent crime. I want to do something about violent crime, actually. Education is CCTV cameras, police force and community policing all fighting violent crime. But alcoholism, of course, is, you know, people get drunk and go out and punch someone. Which is never good. Racial tension. What's the level of racial tension? It's not too high, it's fine. You'd encourage people not to drink, I really do. Or I need to encourage people to drink responsibly. I mean, this is just the minimum age, isn't it? I would almost be tempted to... Wow, look at the effects of... Well, is this popularity or is this... No, I don't want to do anything. No. Okay, look, the effect of reducing the alcohol age limit to 16. Alcohol consumption is ridiculous. But I do wonder about just not having limits on these things. Because, you know, I think there is a case where, because you don't let people drink till they're 18 or 16 or 21, drinking becomes seen as a sign of maturity, which it isn't. I'm not saying it's a sign of immaturity, but it's not a sign of maturity either. So I do, and I think that maybe because people get to 18 and then suddenly, oh, you can drink, they go out and binge. And maybe is... You know, I'm talking myself into this, aren't I? I'm talking myself into just stopping this. Yeah. No age limits on alcohol. That's what we're doing. But the other thing we're going to do is we're going to increase alcohol tax. That's not tax. I keep pressing the wrong button. Okay, we're going to increase the level of alcohol tax again to 32%, just to try to offset that. Yes, we've beaten organised crime. Yes, we are awesome. Major motorist pressure group is lobbying government to get speed limits on major roads raised. Well, speed limits on major roads in the UK is 70 mile an hour. I think it could be 90. Yeah, we're going to do that. It's probably a really bad idea. We're running a budget surplus, yes. We've still got this problem. We're running a budget surplus, and hopefully that's going to pay down some of the debt. Yes, our popularity is increased. They loved us letting teenagers drink. That was clearly the thing to do. Okay, so what problems do we still have? Homelessness. Okay, what has happened to alcohol consumption, just out of interest? Actually, not a great deal. I'm hoping over the next few years people become more responsible drinkers. It's a plan. Now we still need to be doing stuff about this technological backwater. Right. I think increasing funding in the space program. I really do, yeah. The more we're doing it, I mean, it's obviously facetious, not facetious, it's obviously pretty pointless, you know, trying to send a man to the moon from Britain, because, you know, why? But it encourages high-tech companies, and then those high-tech companies, after they've made parts for the space rocket, they go and do other things that are high-tech. So yeah, I think this is what we're going to do. We're going to go put this to telescopes, what are they actually? Telescopes, big telescopes, arrays of telescopes, satellites, unmanned probes, reusable shuttlecraft and space. I want to go to satellites actually. We are going to satellites. We are spending an extra £6 billion a quarter making satellites. So you got to be bold sometimes. You got to make bold gestures, but you also got to pay down the debt. Still need to deal. I think we need to do something for middle income households. Property tax. I would be tempted to drop property tax by a point, actually, just to please the middle income. I'm not sure it's the fairest tax rate in the world. It's the fairest type of tax in the world. Right, our credit rating has been upgraded again. We are now AAA. Yes. We've got a massive budget surplus. Okay, we need to do something about Crusaders of the Lord. We really do. Maybe it's because the government has been quite sort of atheist in its policies. Plan was criticised by retired military officers embedded in TV studios, but with every advance by our coalition forces, the wisdom of that plan becomes more apparent. I wonder what he was talking about. Right, so let's look at my cabinet. Where's my cabinet? So this dude, is it reshuffle time, do you think? Might be. No, I'd like to keep these people in their jobs because they are quite effective. This guy, he's getting better. This guy, I was wondering if it was possible to get a I was wondering whether it was going to be possible to get some kind of religious person on the cabinet. I mean, is there anyone religious who would want the job of the Foreign Affairs? Michelle Williams actually might. Middle income religious. That's probably the type of person you would want going out representing the country, actually. Yeah, so I am going to fire my very effective Foreign Affairs Minister. And hire Michelle Williams in his place. And maybe that will help stop the Crusaders of the Lord from freaking out and blowing anything up. I know, it's pandering to terrorism, isn't it? But there's like 63 of them. It's not that many. Ooh, the Battenberg group are unhappy. Got sort of growing. Okay, so what we're going to do next, we need to do something about homelessness. We really do. We need to help people into homes, into jobs, state housing. I'm not sure about state housing. I'm really not. I mean, I kind of feel as though. Oh, how can I put this? I kind of feel as though we should be giving benefits to people and allowing private landlords to provide housing rather than the state stepping in and providing housing. But I think we're going to have to do something because of the homelessness crisis. So we're going to push this up to 24 billion, which is not a big deal change, but it's a little change. Just a little change. Sometimes you just need a little change. Next turn. We're still misinterpreting that constitution. No, was it the Crusaders of the Lord? No. Someone in another country. Oil supplies may be under threat. I wonder if we need to be doing foreign policy stuff. We've got a great budget surplus. We've got the biggest party. We've got a loyal cabinet. Worrying about the Crusaders of the Lord still? Right. Right, I'm wondering if we need to do some more foreign policy stuff. You know, oops, because we haven't done any foreign policy stuff, have we? Yet. So what can we do? Citizenship tests. That's just pandering. That's just pandering. Unless you're going to give those same tests to people born in this country, to British kids, and throw them out of the country if they fail, it's just pandering to have citizenship tests for foreign immigrants. Pandering to xenophobia, basically. Import tariffs. Don't really want to do import tariffs because it affects the free market. Rent controls. This is what I was talking about, isn't it? Where we where we try to encourage private households, private landlords to provide low-income homes for low-income people. We're doing that. We're going to do that. So we're going to have a medium level of rent control. Sounds like a plan. Right, what else can we do? I don't know why I was even looking at this thing, but food stamps, no. Well, it's not something we need. Winter fuel subsidy. Not sure about that one. I mean, yeah, it's important. It's obviously very useful, and you want elderly people to be able to afford to heat their homes. You don't want them sitting around. You don't want them sitting around freezing or wrapped up in 15 blankets. But I don't know. There's nothing in the game that's telling me that that's actually a problem right now. Disability benefit. We should have some form of disability benefit. I mean, the problem with disability benefit is if it's too high, it encourages people to game the system. So we're just going to have a sort of moderate level of disability benefit. Okay, we need to do something about this alcohol problem. Yeah, it's gone up obviously since I reduced the controls on drinking. So that just really didn't work at all, did it? Yeah. I think what we're going to do is we're going to increase taxes again. No, that's not what I want to do. Tax. Which one's tax? Tax. We're going to increase alcohol tax again. We're going to push this up to 35%. So we're going to say, yeah, you legally can drink. It's just going to cost you a bomb to do so. And the risk there is you encourage a black market for alcohol, but let's try it. Budget. We've got a great surplus here. Yeah. We're doing well. We're doing well. Except for these guys. Whaling. Proposed reintroduction of small-scale whaling in Japanese waters. There's really that many British whalers going to Japan? It's kind of a long way away. Yes, look at our budget deficit going down. Oh, that makes me feel happy. I'd feel even happier if the economy was being a bit more competitive. Right, we need to do things to improve productivity. What can we do? Do we want to have special tax breaks for our job creators? No, because they don't create jobs. Rural development grants. We're already doing that, aren't we? Yeah. So I thought we were already doing this. Yeah. So do these policies... Wait a minute. Did I not already do that? I thought I had. That was weird. Okay, what do we do? University grants. Technology colleges, actually. Yeah, because we want to encourage high tech, don't we? So state-run technology colleges sounds like an option, because I want to be a high tech economy. I've got a great big budget surplus to spend. We are going to spend £2.5 billion a quarter establishing technology colleges. You know, we need smart young people with good educations. Definitely. The economy is doing okay. Hoorah. We're popular. Yeah, Crusaders of the Lord is actually down in membership, so that's fine. I assume these are the kind of... So these ones with the guns are the terrorists, and these other ones are just people we're suspicious of. Where was that thing? So, yeah, Crusaders of the Lord. Election is getting closer, and we're doing very well. Could consider dropping taxes. Tax cuts for everyone. Not right now, but in preparation for the election, yeah, maybe. Middle Eastern country with which we have no formal extradition treaty has requested we extradite an immigrant living here to face charges of terrorism. They accuse him of being responsible for car bombings, but only evidence they have is confessions of other terror suspects. We could send him home because, you know, we trust these guys, or we could keep him here. Yep, we need to see evidence. We need to see evidence. Definitely. Okay. So, yeah. This is going quite well.